Namaskar Antifiners, hope you are doing great. If you are new to this channel and if you want to make the whole gist out of this video, it's highly recommended you watch the part 1 as well. After publishing the part 1 about Indian and Chinese apps, people repeatedly keep asking when your part 2 is coming. Actually, I was waiting for the turning point. I was waiting for the actual controversy to take place. And this massacre happens. Now I'm really interested to discuss what will be the implications and consequences. Anyway, I'm not biased. There will be logics and counter logics as well. Why am I calling it a controversy? Well, folks in India are celebrating ban on TikTok in particular for absolutely no reason. To be honest, the situation is really hard to believe, as few days ago TikTok donates 300 million Indian rupees to PM Cares Fund. Government of India opens a TikTok account, yes, a verified account, and now TikTok is in the ban list. Just 10 days ago, Indian government says no order to ban Chinese apps from Play Store and App Store, verified by Press Information Bureau. Trust me, it's not soothing anymore. It's rather confusing, such an unpredictability. Businesses run on alternatives. If you have solid alternative with a better quality and cheaper cost, you win. And apps are no exceptions. Well, I'm not much worried about TikTok, but more worried about other useful apps and system apps. Indians use ShareIt and Zender on a daily basis to share files on Android. Now it gets really complicated to waste time on which app to use now. Just kidding, you can use Files by Google as alternative. No, don't thank me, just subscribe this channel. Okay, various system apps are also in the banned list, for example Xiaomi. Will the decision affect the revenue of Xiaomi in a long term? Will it create a negative impression on Xiaomi? That's the actual matter of concern. Well, my friends, let's clear some confusions and misconceptions first. Misconception number 1. All this is happening because of the conflict on LAC between Indian and Chinese military at Indo-China border, right? No. In February, various US government agencies banned TikTok for their personals. In April, Indian Army instructed soldiers not to use Arco-Setu app in operational areas. The main concern here is cybersecurity and privacy, and the nationality of the app doesn't even matter. If you are a common citizen or just a teenager, it might not concern you much. But believe me, government officials don't take a single risk. Misconception number 2. All the apps in the ban list are evil themselves, right? No. Take an example of banking system. A standard banking system is usually so much secure, it's almost impossible to breach into the system. So criminals target its smallest units. Yes, the customers of the bank. They try to smuggle out the ATM pin, they try to hack the bank account or credential of an individual customer. The apps usually work the same. Hackers, cyber criminals are consistently modifying their techniques in order to break into the system through individual accounts. That's why companies hire cybersecurity experts to make the system more secure and protected from cyber criminals, and even a little bit compromise in security increases the chance of a severe attack. If any government or service on this earth is putting restriction on a particular app or service, that usually doesn't mean the apps are evil. It just implicates this app is probably compromising on its cybersecurity and vulnerable to several cyber threats. Misconception number 3. The ban is a signal that India is on the verge of restricting Chinese investments and ownerships. Hashtag ban China, right? No. Government of India is making really a calibrating decision, and its sole target is not to put down each and every Chinese investment. So the apps used on a daily basis aren't even on the ban list. For example, Baiju, Big Basket, Ola all have heavy investments from Chinese firms, and India didn't touch them. If TikTok isn't present on your smartphone, it doesn't affect much on your livelihood, does it? It wouldn't even gonna affect the TikTok celebrities much, as most probably they will shift to another platform. Section 69A in the IT Act 2000 in Indian Constitution proclaims and simplifies all the reason out. in the interest of sovereignty and integrity of India, defense of India, security of the state. Okay, fine. Those apps are banned from India, not available in Play Store anymore. But now what? Should Indians start relying upon Indian apps? Well, if you are just a common citizen, I leave it completely on your personal preference. But if you are a government official, public figure, or in a higher posts with lot of sensitive data in your device, I recommend not to rely upon any local app, even it is a Indian app. The reason is very clear. Cyber criminals have no nationality. They doesn't have any identity. If they can attack weak Chinese apps, most probably they can attack any weak Indian apps as well. In that case, sticking to apps or services which have a global appeal and strict privacy policies all over the world makes more sense. One business helps another business to grow up. Hashtag ban China doesn't make sense if India isn't self-reliant. To be honest, let's be hopeful this massive move may lead India to be self-reliant in cyberspace. And as always, thanks for watching.